Welcome back everyone. Today we continue with the next part of this series called, What If Goku Was the New King of Everything? Let's aim for 350 likes on this one. Also, don't forget to leave a comment letting me know if you've enjoyed the series so far. With that, let's begin. 4 hours before Goku's arrival on Earth, the scene switches to a small island, home to the secluded Kame house, the residence of one of Earth's greatest masters. The sun had barely risen, casting a golden hue over the ocean waves. "So early and you're already training, Krillin?" Master Roshi asked, sipping his coffee while observing his student. "That's right, Master. After what happened with Piccolo, I won't allow something like that to happen again," Krillin replied, determination clear in his voice. "Besides, he's still alive." "I see," Roshi said thoughtfully, gazing out at the rough sea waves, feeling the intensity of Krillin's power. Suddenly, the sound of an engine broke the tranquil morning. A ship approached the island, its roar growing louder. "Eh? But who could it be?" Roshi wondered aloud. "It's Bulma," Krillin exclaimed, excitement lighting up his face as he saw the familiar ship. As the ship landed, a young woman in her mid-20s emerged, her blue hair catching the sunlight. "Oh, it's Bulma. Long time no see," Roshi said with a faint smile. "Bulma," Krillin echoed, beaming. "Hello guys, how are you?" Bulma greeted, pressing a button on her ship. It transformed into a capsule and she stored it in her capsule case with ease. "You guys never bother to visit me," Bulma said, crossing her arms and frowning. Her words made Roshi and Krillin feel uneasy. Sensing the tension, Krillin quickly tried to change the subject. "By the way, Bulma, where's Yamcha?" Bulma's face darkened at the mention of his name. "Ah, Yamcha, don't remind me, and I don't care where he is," she snapped, clenching her white coat. "Don't worry, we'll have fun without him." The bitterness in her voice surprised everyone. What could have happened between them? "By the way, I brought you guys a small gift," Bulma said, shaking off the dark mood. "You shouldn't have bothered," Roshi said, his hand slowly inching towards Bulma's rear. Bulma immediately felt his hand and turned around, not angry, but clearly annoyed. "You haven't changed," she said, delivering a quick smack to his temple. Meanwhile, in the planet's orbit, a spherical-shaped ship could be seen approaching. Inside it, a man lay waiting for his landing on the planet. "Kakaroto," the man murmured, waking from his slumber. The ship landed near some mountains where a man was feeding his animals. What was that? A meteorite? A UFO? The farmer wondered, his eyes wide with curiosity. As the ship began to open, it revealed a man wearing armor and sporting a monkey tail. "It's true, the inhabitants of this planet are still alive, that idiot Kakaroto," said the newcomer, who was none other than Goku's older brother, Raditz, a low-class Saiyan. "No, well, it's not a meteorite," the farmer muttered, staring at the huge hole left by the ship. Fear gripped the man as he saw Raditz levitating in the air. "Ah! Who are you?" he exclaimed, pointing a shotgun at the Saiyan. Seeing the man, Raditz's scouter began to detect his power level. "His combat strength is only 5. "What trash," Raditz commented as he approached the trembling man. "Don't come any closer, I'll kill you," the farmer shouted, firing his shotgun directly at the Saiyan's face. Raditz caught the bullet effortlessly and flicked it back, killing the man instantly. "How foolish the people of this race are," Raditz muttered, surveying his surroundings. His scouter then detected another power level. "There's someone with a power level of 4880. Could it be Kakaroto?" he wondered aloud, heading towards the source of that power. The scene switches to a green-skinned man wearing distinctive clothes. It was Piccolo, the reincarnation of his father, King Piccolo. He sensed the approaching force and was alarmed. "What's that?" "An extraordinary force is approaching," Piccolo exclaimed, his eyes narrowing. "Bah, it's not Kakaroto," Raditz noted, realizing it wasn't who he was looking for. "Who are you? What do you want from me?" Piccolo demanded, surprised by the newcomer's immense power, which dwarfed his own. "Nothing from you," Raditz replied, sizing up Piccolo with a sneer. "Then why have you come? Do you want to die?" Piccolo challenged, his voice filled with bravado. "Ha ha ha. You look pretty strong. Your combat power is 322. I didn't expect to find someone like you around here," Raditz mocked. "Still, it's not on my level," he added dismissively. "How dare you? Do you know who you're talking to?" Piccolo said angrily, feeling utterly underestimated. "I don't care," Raditz replied with a mocking smile. Piccolo, infuriated, threw an energy sphere at Raditz, who didn't even bother to dodge it. The explosion created a large cloud of smoke. "What a foolish technique. All you do is kick up dust," Raditz said, leaving Piccolo stunned and terrified, unable to move. "Is it my turn now? Well, I'm going to teach you a little lesson," Raditz said, forming an energy sphere in his hand. He suddenly stopped when his scouter detected other power levels nearby. "There are other power readings around here," Raditz noted, turning his gaze toward the horizon. It's not that big. I'll go check if it's Kakaroto this time, he said, taking off and leaving Piccolo confused and relieved. Ha, Piccolo sighed, collapsing to his knees, still shaken by the Saiyan's power. I started trembling. I couldn't move, Piccolo said, sweating profusely. Back at Kame House, the group was chatting and reminiscing about their past adventures. Those were good times, Krillin said, smiling as he began to open a box of sweets. Just as he was about to eat one, he suddenly stopped, sensing an extremely powerful energy. Krillin dropped the sweet, leaving everyone surprised. What's wrong, Krillin? Didn't you like them? Bulma asked. Can't you feel it, Master? Krillin asked urgently. I feel a power, a very strong one, Krillin informed them, his voice tense. What? Bulma said, shocked. What could it be? Master Roshi wondered aloud, feeling the same energy. Could it be Piccolo? Bulma asked, worried. I don't think so. Piccolo's key is far from where that key is, Master Roshi explained. That's true, Master, Krillin agreed, his face serious. It's true, Masters. It's heading towards where Tien is, Krillin said, getting ready to go to where the power was detected. Are you planning to go? Bulma asked, her voice tinged with concern. Yes, no matter what happens. After what happened with Piccolo, I won't let the same thing happen again, Krillin declared with determination. Very well, Krillin, but if you see it's dangerous, come back to plan a strategy, Master Roshi advised. Krillin nodded with a smile, confirming he understood. He leaped into the air and flew off the island. Meanwhile, in the mountains, Chaozu, do you feel that powerful key? Tien asked, his brow furrowed with worry. Yes, Tien. Who could it be? Chaozu wondered, his small frame trembling slightly. I don't know, Chaozu, but we'd better get ready because here it comes, Tien replied, his muscles tensing in preparation. At that moment, Raditz appeared before them. Neither of you is Kakarot. What a waste, Raditz said, his scouter analyzing their power levels. Who are you? What do you want here? Tien demanded, his eyes locked on the intruder. It's pointless to waste my time with you. Your power doesn't even surpass 500 units, Raditz mocked, a smirk playing on his lips. What did you say? Want to see what I'm capable of? Tien retorted angrily. You wouldn't last a second with me, Raditz replied confidently. We'll see about that, Tien declared, removing his shirt to reveal his chiseled physique, ready for battle. Just then, Krillin arrived on the scene, landing beside his friends. Ah, it's you, Krillin, Chaozu exclaimed, relieved to see a familiar face. I see you've noticed, Krillin, Tien said, not taking his eyes off the Saiyan. Yes, I see we're going to have a tough time this round, Krillin replied, glancing warily at Raditz. More trash to pick up, Raditz taunted, clearly unimpressed. Who are you? What do you want here? Krillin demanded. Are those the only words known on this planet? Raditz scoffed, rolling his eyes. I see where this is going, Tien exclaimed, but at that moment, another presence was felt approaching the location. It's you, Yamcha, Krillin exclaimed, his face lighting up upon seeing his friend. I see I arrived just at the right moment, said Yamcha, walking up to join the group. It doesn't matter how many Earthlings come at me, the outcome will be the same. Raditz mocked, his arrogance apparent. I don't think so, Krillin said, preparing for all three of them to attack the Saiyan simultaneously. Chaozu, it's better if you go back to Kame House. You'll be safer with Master Roshi. Something tells me this fight won't be easy, Tien advised, his tone serious. What? Why do you say that? I want to fight too, Chaozu responded, his face falling. It's better if you go, Chaozu. If we can't beat him, we might have to retreat, Krillin added, persuading Chaozu to head back to Kame House. All right, I'll be waiting for you, Chaozu said reluctantly, turning and flying back towards the island. I can deal with that insect later, Raditz said dismissively. I will make you suffer. Damn Earthlings, Raditz yelled, his voice echoing through the mountains. I won't allow that, Krillin exclaimed as they launched their attack. However, Raditz dodged their blows with ease. Is that all you've got? Raditz taunted, his speed overwhelming. Damn, he's too fast, Krillin said, astonished by the Saiyan's agility. If that's all you have, then it's my turn to attack, Raditz declared, ready to strike. In a few brief moments, Raditz first struck Yamcha and Tien with a powerful double kick, sending them crashing into the nearby rocks. No, Yamcha, Tien, Krillin said, his voice filled with worry for his friends. He clenched his fists and charged at the Saiyan. I won't let you, Kamehameha, Krillin shouted, launching his best attack. The blue energy beam hurtled towards Raditz, who stood his ground, unfazed. When the smoke cleared, Raditz was completely unscathed. Ha 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 ha. Is that all you have? He taunted, his laughter echoing. Seeing his strongest attack fail, Krillin felt a wave of pressure. Damn, my attack did nothing. At that moment, Yamcha and Tien emerged from the rubble, bruised but determined. They sensed another presence approaching the battlefield. Do you think it's him? Yamcha asked Tien, wiping blood from his lip. Yes, it's him. This isn't a good time for Piccolo to show up, Tien said, gritting his teeth. Just then, Piccolo appeared in the sky. So this is where you were, Piccolo said, his eyes scanning the group below. Piccolo, Krillin exclaimed, surprised to see the Namekian. You again. You saved me the trouble of looking for you, Raditz said, smirking. All right, now that everyone's here, no more will come. You'd better keep quiet, Piccolo snapped at Raditz. What do you want, Piccolo? Tien asked, his guard up. First, to finish off that bastard who dared to humiliate me, then to deal with all of you, Piccolo stated coldly, leaving the others shocked. We won't allow that, Yamcha declared, stepping forward. Are you saying we should team up with you? Krillin asked, incredulous. Don't think I like the idea of teaming up with you, but it's the only way to defeat that damned monster, Piccolo admitted reluctantly. It's a last resort, Tien exclaimed. The four warriors positioned themselves to attack the sand together. United, they charged at Raditz, trying to overwhelm him with their combined might. Despite their efforts, Raditz remained unharmed. I'm tired of your stupidity, Raditz shouted, unleashing a powerful attack. Tien and Yamcha had no time to dodge and were hit hard. No. What have you done to them, you bastard? Krillin shouted, his anger boiling over. You better worry about yourself, not them, Piccolo told Krillin, his eyes locked on Raditz. With renewed determination, Krillin and Piccolo attacked Raditz together, momentarily turning the tide of the battle. Meanwhile, on the outskirts of the planet, a silver-haired figure stood with his angels, who had just arrived. What are we doing in Universe 7, Goku-sama? Vados asked, curiosity in her voice. Well, I've always wanted to visit this planet. I was sent here when I was just born, Goku-sama explained, his silver hair shimmering in the sunlight. Do you mean you were sent to this planet? Margarita asked, intrigued. That's right. I think this is a good opportunity to explore this planet, Goku-sama said with a smile. The beautiful angels were surprised to hear this, as they did not know this part of Goku-sama's story. Well, I guess you don't know that part of the story. I'll tell you, Goku-sama began, his voice filled with nostalgia. He then shared how he was sent by his race from birth, leaving the angels amazed by his tale. So, you mean to say that you were sent by your race, and then the Grand Priest came for you, Margarita said, piecing the story together. Yet, I believe I'm the first god who went from mortal to supreme god, Goku-sama said, amused by the thought. I must admit, you are unique, Goku-sama, Vados said, her eyes fixed on the silver-haired one with a hint of admiration. Listen, now that we are going to be together, you can drop the Sama prefix if you like. You can just call me Goku, Goku told the angels, his smile warm and inviting. We would like to, but that would seem disrespectful to your position as the king of everything, Vados replied with a gentle smile. How about this? Just call me that when we're alone, Goku suggested, his eyes sparkling in a way that briefly captivated the angels. As they descended to the planet's surface, they marveled at its untouched beauty. Birds sang harmoniously, crystal clear water flowed through winding rivers, and lush green grass swayed under the trees bearing ripe fruits. Wow, what a beautiful planet, don't you think? Goku said, his voice filled with wonder. Yes, one of the few well-preserved planets, Vados agreed. Beautiful, Margarita exclaimed. Suddenly, her staff began to light up. She glanced at it and then showed the hologram to Goku. Oh, it seems we've arrived at a bad time, Margarita said, showing the scene of the fight unfolding below. Goku, noticing the armored figure with a monkey tail, felt a rush of familiarity. Let's go see, he said. In an instant, they appeared above the battlefield, unnoticed, and observed the chaos below. Back at the fight. Damn it! Krillin exclaimed, his frustration evident. I'm tired of you all, Raditz said, moving at lightning speed. Within moments, he was in front of the group, delivering a powerful kick that sent them crashing into the rocks. Miserable! Shouted Piccolo, charging at Raditz in a rage. Stop interfering, insect! Raditz snapped, tearing off Piccolo's arm and throwing him into the rocks. Piccolo! Krillin shouted in horror. You'll pay for this! Kamehameha! Krillin yelled, launching his most powerful attack. The beam struck Raditz, but when the smoke cleared, only a small part of his armor was damaged. You put some effort into it this time, Raditz said angrily, retaliating with a fierce kick that sent Krillin flying. Your end has come, Earthlings. If Kakarot didn't destroy this planet, I will, Raditz declared, his eyes cold. Damn you, Krillin muttered, struggling to stand. I won't let you do this. Summoning his last bit of strength, Krillin began to charge another attack. Kame, thinking of doing it again. Don't you think you've had enough of this technique? Raditz mocked, crossing his arms. Ha me. I won't let you get away with this, you wretch, Krillin said, the energy in his hands growing brighter. Ha! He yelled, launching the massive energy beam directly at Raditz. The beam hit with full force, causing a huge explosion. As the dust settled, Raditz's laughter echoed through the battlefield. Ha 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 ha. "Is that all you've got?" he said, emerging from the smoke unscathed. "I'll show you what a real attack is," Raditz exclaimed, creating a glowing energy sphere in the palm of his hand and launching it at Krillin. "No, dodge it!" Yamcha and Teen shouted in unison from where they lay on the ground, battered and bruised. The explosion from the energy sphere erupted like a nuclear blast, sending a massive cloud of smoke into the air. As the smoke began to clear, Krillin was revealed lying on the ground, barely conscious. "It seems you've withstood one of my attacks. Congratulations, but I doubt you'll survive the next," Raditz taunted, a sinister smile on his face. "Damn it, I doubt I can perform another Kamehameha. This guy is going to kill me," Krillin muttered weakly, his body racked with pain from the attack. "This is the end, Earthlings," Raditz declared, beginning to charge his most powerful attack. Meanwhile, in the skies, the scene switches to the serene darkness of space, interrupted by a tense conversation among the king's bodyguards. "They have no chance," Vados commented, her eyes fixed on the battle below. "The question is, how much longer can they hold out?" Margarita questioned, her tone concerned. "I don't know, but this is getting out of hand," Goku murmured, his voice strained as he tried to remain calm. If there was one thing Goku hated, it was seeing the more powerful exploiting the weaker. "What should be done?" the eldest of the angels inquired. "Don't tell me you're going to," Vados began, her voice trailing off in surprise. "You know, every now and then you need to stretch your muscles. It's not good to sit around and do nothing," Goku said, a determined look in his eyes. With that, he disappeared from the spot, leaving a stunned silence in space. "Back at the fight. Be gone, damned Earthlings," Raditz bellowed, launching his most powerful attack at the injured fighters. The explosion seemed to engulf them completely, and Raditz smiled with satisfaction as he watched the devastation. As the smoke began to clear, a figure emerged, standing strong and resolute. It was Goku, the silver-haired one, who had stopped the attack with his hand. He held the energy sphere in his palm before making it disappear into thin air. That's it for this episode, guys. If you've watched to the end, then that may be an indication that you enjoy the episode, so please drop a like so the video could reach more people. See you in the next episode. Take care.